Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in this video was found on a public domain, and the full disclaimer is down below. Lots of love and many blessings your way. It's already started. They have no choice but to follow through with the orders they're given by the people who now control their new life. Ricky Neal works for a crisis line that is affiliated with not just Tyler Perry, but Oprah and Stedman over in Atlanta, Georgia. I was told that at the very last minute, Oprah had suggested that they pop in on this staff meeting. Do you guys see what I'm looking at here? I don't think I have ever seen Harry look so unwell in my life. Does he not look unhealthy? How much weight has he lost? Look at his face. Y'all, you can totally look at him and tell he's just not doing too good. Initially, when I seen it, I said, this looks photoshopped. I don't think that could be real. But after running it through that program that I have, it turns out this is legit. You guys, this isn't photoshopped at all, which to me makes it even scarier. They both look like they've had their left eyes just totally blackened. And that could be a shadow. I'm not quite for sure, but I know what it means if they have. So I spoke with my buddy Jay early this morning, and here's what he told me. Meghan has continued to spend money like it's absolutely endless. Now, allegedly, Meghan's been having some jeweler from Beverly Hills make personal house calls, shopping you guys from the couch for big dollar jewelry, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth. She's customized several pieces for herself and her mom. She's been burning the roads up in the meantime, not even staying around. She went and spent all day with her mom on Mother's Day, totally disregarding the lockdown order in LA. And on Mother's Day, I guess they celebrated over this jewelry and the fact that she didn't have Harry stuck up her crack. Speaking of which, let me share with you really fast what was told to me this morning. She and Harry have been at each other's throats more than ever lately. I was told that she's feeling very bogged down with this situation. It's going around that she feels she's babysitting Harry, that he's just not strong enough to be a man on his own. She misses going out and shopping and hanging out with her friends over lunch. And Harry is so needy. He's so clingy that her life is absolutely miserable these days. And she really doesn't know how much more of this she can take. She's desperate for her LA life back. And that was the entire point of leaving the royal family and moving to LA. Nothing is going as planned. She didn't plan on being his babysitter, and she didn't plan on having to be stuck with him round the clock. He's so paranoid anymore, and we've talked about this in the past. I was told she's burned out with the fact that he's content sitting at home. He won't even take a walk down the road. All of her encouragement right now is not coming from Harry. It's coming from Oprah and Doria. Doria is going to do anything Oprah tells her to do. I've always been told that she was completely starstruck with Oprah. And there's this mental health campaign that Oprah sees in the future that involves Harry, so she needs him too. And as miserable as Meghan is with Harry right now, Oprah and Doria are trying to talk her off the ledge. Just bear with Harry. He needs a little patience. Speaking of patience, so he started talking to his brother again, and it doesn't seem to be going all that well. I was told this morning that William is just not accepting Harry's behavior. It's not going to be that easy for Harry to come back in the family. And now, because that didn't sit well with Harry, he's not going to get his way after all. He's telling everybody that William has never accepted him as being his own man. Harry has to realize, to be accepted as your own man, you have to reach manhood first. And he's still a little boy angry at the world. He's not the only one that lost his mother. William lost his mama too. William has never been able to live his own life away from that family. He has always kept it business as usual. William doesn't have the same luxuries as Harry. You know, he's never thrown a fit on the balcony in front of the spotlight. He's always had to keep it together. Harry has no compassion towards his brother, in my opinion. He suffered too, but Harry thinks he's the only one. Now, according to my buddy Jay, Harry was extremely upset over the fact that he and Meghan were not invited in on that Zoom call from the family. International Healthcare or International Nurses Day, the family got together and they, did a Zoom call to healthcare workers, thanking them for their service. Why would they include Harry and Meghan? They're not there. And yet again, Harry had to go and make a big deal out of really nothing, just proving his instability mentally. The Queen can't wait for March 31st, 2021 to come around so that Harry can be evaluated and come on home. Seems like that's what they're waiting on. And William doesn't feel the same way as the Queen. He feels like his brother made these decisions. He should now have to live with them, sink or swim. William's right, it shouldn't be too easy for Harry to come back like that. Anyway, so Harry and Meghan's second anniversary is coming up in a couple of days. They're barely on speaking terms. They've had so much happen to them they never expected. The book is a flop already and it hadn't even hit the shelves. These movies coming out against them. Lady calling Campbell, her book against them. Folks are literally lining up throwing bets on the table that Meghan and Harry will be divorced shortly after their second anniversary. And it seems like somebody has some really good inside information. She's buddied up with Adele of all people. Adele's a neighbor of hers. That Meghan evidently shows up at her door asking for advice. I was told that Meghan has spilled her guts to this woman. So Adele seems to be her one and only friend these days. Not even Marcus Anderson is around anymore, you guys. She's lost all her friends. Seems like she's in a mighty desperate situation, having to rely on the kindness of strangers. Staying away from the house as often as she can, as long as she can, because she's not only embarrassed by having to be a babysitter to her husband, but she's burned out with everything too. I guess it wasn't so bad at the palace after all, huh, Meghan? We knew this day was coming. We're watching them crumble before our eyes. I just have a quick question. Do you think that this jewelry that she's having customized is like, I don't know, a nest egg she's putting away for the future? Curious to see what Tyler Perry and Oprah have up their sleeve next for these two to do. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.